So here we go. Figured that this is going to be how we're going to be seeing some of these characters for the very first time. We're going to be talking about some Transformers Rise of the Beast stock images, or sometimes what are called control art. These are pieces of art that are usually sent out to different licensors to be used on different products. And it's kind of funny because all those years ago, in 2007, the first time we saw movie Optimus Prime was not from an image from Hasbro or a leaked toy or anything like that, like a trailer. We saw it because of a bath towel. Literally that, a bath towel with movie Optimus Prime on it. And that was the very first time we saw that character design for the leader of the Autobots from the Michael Bay movies. And I guess that tradition continues, because here today we have in the mug section of a Walmart or Target, it has not been confirmed which retailer it is, but now we have the brand new 2022 Hasbro licensed Rise of the Beast mugs for your coffee. But more importantly is what are on these mugs, and it is that of the Maximals of this movie. So we got our very first look of the alt modes of Optimus Primal, Cheetor, Rhinox, and of course, Airazor, along with the new Maximal logo in the background for this movie. So this is pretty hype. It reconfirms what people, maybe I might count as part of that, but people have been saying for a while now, that the designs are more loyal to that of the original characters. Primal is pretty much the ape design with a more movie splash to it. I mean, I don't think people were expecting something that was going to be 100% organic ape like a Big Joe Young or even the Rampage movie. They were going to go for obviously something a little more metallic. And same thing, Cheetor's got kind of that Beast Machines kind of vibe. And Rhinox is I will say this, probably looks even more like a Rhino than he even did in the original Beast Wars show, where he's really armored up, where the Beast Wars one, I guess, didn't really have the textures for that back then. And Airazor looks like Airazor. We already saw her toy. Now we're just looking at a control art of the alt mode here. So this is pretty exciting. I know a lot of people are kind of hot and cold about this. I could understand that because everyone has their own expectations of what they expect from Beast Wars, because that was a series that was birthed out of a CG design. So the transition, a lot of people expect for that to be kind of one for one. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think these look good. I think that they are much better than what I was expecting when I saw a certain cheetah design many months ago. But that's a whole other story in the Montreal shootings in New York. Well, the Montreal recordings. I probably say shootings. We don't have shootings here in Montreal, do we? The Montreal recordings in faux New York in downtown Montreal. But I will say this: the first time I saw Rhinox, this is the first time I'm seeing it here. So this is very cool. This is very, very cool. I like this a lot. I don't really know what much else to say except that, like I said before, the next couple of weeks, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this stuff. So get ready for it, because the licensing stuff is planned months and months and months in advance. And so those licensors, those companies, the t-shirts, the mugs, the plush, the this, the that, they got to see everything beforehand because they had to make product and have a lead time of minimum of 9 months to a year. So now that stuff is starting to show up in retail, starting to pop up everywhere, and we're getting our first looks at these characters, so that's pretty cool. The only thing that we have to wait for now, more than anything else, is just the toys. But we'll see that when that comes. We still have a few other designs we still have to see. We still got to see Nightbird. We still got to see Battle Trap. Still got to see Scourge. And of course the Autobots across the span, if it's not an Optimus or a or a Bumblebee. Everyone else is going to be a pleasant surprise outside of the light things that we've covered here and there. Let me know what you think, guys. Are you excited about these designs? Do you like them? Are you not excited about them? I know there's a lot of people who are not Beast Wars fans and they just hate this direction to begin with. But I will say this, after 5 movies, technically 6 movies of Generation 1, throw the beast a bone, so to speak, and let's see what happens. Could be very good for the brand. Let's hope. If it doesn't do well, then hey, my hat's off to you. You were right, and maybe Beast Wars doesn't work in 2023. But let's see what happens. Could be very good for the brand. I know toy sales of Kingdom were doing very well during that Beast era. So let's see how it does on the big screen for mainstream. A little bit of a Freudian there. But for mainstream media, and especially how it's going to work with those 90s kids who are in their 20s and 30s now and are a buying power. So let me know what you think. Pretty hype stuff otherwise, and we'll talk real soon. I get a feeling this isn't the last we've seen of this, even this week.